Allen Iverson scored 16 fourth-quarter points, but it looked like Dallas would win the game.
6-2. Finley trying for the foul. Whoa, wow. What a shot!
But Iverson would have a chance to put the Sixers back on top.
Here come the Sixers. They are down 2. Iverson, that's for 3 and the lead. Yes! Oh, man. Dallas Mavericks. No timeouts remaining. Here comes Green. The prayer is blocked by Ratliff at midcourt. And the Sixers on the wing. Now the Mavericks are saying that should count.
In New Jersey, the Nets continue to be one of the league's most improved teams. And their week started with an easy victory over the Toronto Raptors. New Jersey blew the game wide open thanks to a 41-point third quarter.
Douglas, the ball fake. Garner fit. The floater goes through and the foul.
Next was a quick trip to Philadelphia, where the Nets made it 4 wins in a row as Sam Cassell poured in 30 points. Then, Milwaukee fell prey to the NBA's hottest team.
They've won 8 of their last 10 and 5 consecutive.
With their hot streak, the Nets are now 10 games over 500 for the first time in nearly 5 years. They're in second place, 2.5 games behind the Heat. The Knicks, who've also been on a roll, are in third place. They're followed by the Wizards, Magic, Celtics, and Sixers. Now, we take you back into the action in the Central Division for a look at those exciting Chicago Bulls. Hosting the Atlanta Hawks, Michael Jordan and the Bulls came out flying.
Jordan off to a very sharp start. Over the top from Pippen.
Yeah, the Bulls built up a commanding 23-point lead late in the third quarter. Everything was going Chicago's way. That is, until the Hawks' Steve Smith and Mookie Blaylock caught fire from downtown. Smith ignited the comeback with 2.5 minutes to play.
The Atlanta Hawks making a late run of the United Center.
Then came Mookie's turn to shine with just under a minute to play in the game.
Mookie for 3. Good! Cuts it to 1.
And with 34 seconds left, Blaylock tied things up for the Hawks.
Mookie to tie. Good! Mookie Blaylock does it again!
But Michael's been in these situations before. MJ's jumper put Chicago ahead by 2 points with 11 seconds left. The Hawks then tied it, but Jordan would supply the knockout punch.
Michael to win. Ring it up! Michael Jordan has beaten the Hawks again!
Jordan and the rest of the Bulls had an easier time when the Detroit Pistons paid a visit 2 nights later. That's because his airness got some help from his friends.
Jordan, double team, finds Kiko for the great feed.
After beating Detroit, the Bulls beat the Pacers on MJ's 35th birthday. That win put Chicago in first place by a game and a half over Indiana. The Hornets are in third place, followed by the Hawks, Cavaliers, Bucks, Pistons, and Raptors. Now it's time to log on to NBA.com, beginning with a couple of major trades. The Trailblazers sent Kenny Anderson, Gary Trent, Alvin Williams, and 2 first-round draft picks to the Raptors. In exchange, Portland got superstar Damon Stoudemire, Walt Williams, and Carlos Rogers, all of whom join one of the Western Conference's perennial playoff teams.
I'm just trying to win as many games as I can and help this team win as many games as I can. They already have a solid nucleus. I just hope to add to what they already have.
After the deal, Toronto made yet another move. Head coach Darrell Walker resigned. He was replaced by assistant coach Butch Carter, who played 6 years in the NBA and was an assistant with the Milwaukee Bucks for 5 seasons. In another big trade, the Utah Jazz sent Chris Morris and Greg Foster, who made a huge impact in last year's finals, to the Orlando Magic. In return, Ronnie Cycli will look to shore up the center position in Utah.
Ronnie Cycli with the roll to the hole.
It's a great opportunity to win a ring, and playing with legends like they have on their teams is something that only you can dream of.
Next, a pair of major injuries to 2 playoff-bound teams. Center Greg Ostertag of the Utah Jazz will be out for at least 3 weeks with a stress fracture in his left leg. The news isn't much better for Miami Heat forward Jamal Mashburn, who'll be out indefinitely with a fractured right thumb. Mashburn, who's second on the team in minutes per game and is the Heat's 3rd leading scorer, had surgery to repair the broken finger. Finally, An 11-time All-Star is the NBA's Player of the Week. Utah's Karl Malone received the honor for the second time this season. The mailman averaged 31 points and 11 rebounds as the Jazz completed the week with a perfect 3-0 record.
Karl's got it, lay it up, score it! Up top, Karl Malone, drive the outing, floated up and in. Caught it, he's fouled. The mailman delivers.
Now it's time for our viewer email. This week's question comes to us from Jorge Blagojevic from Belgrade, Yugoslavia. He wants to know which player holds the record for the most assists in a single game. The answer is Scott Skiles, who recorded 30 assists in the December 1990 game against the Denver Nuggets. Skiles, who was playing with Orlando at the time, broke Kevin Porter's 12-year-old record by 1 assist. Skiles spent 10 years as a player and is now an assistant coach with the Phoenix Suns. Coming up next on NBA Action, we'll check out a couple of hot shots. The Washington Wizards' Rod Strickland and Tracy Murray. And later, we'll take a look at the exciting Suns-Blazers rivalry.
Backdoor, McKight, that looks like the Suns of all.
The best part about my game, I definitely say, is the speed. Speed. I've got speed. Crossover, that's my move. I have fast hands. I have fast feet.
On Comedy Sunday, Fran goes on the warpath.
Your voice is so annoying, honey.
And Mr. Sheffield is overwhelmed.
Will you marry me?
And all new Nanny at 6:30. Then go back to when life was simple.
Tip-topping.
And mothers were so sweet.
That's so Rosie.
On Roseanne at 7.
Springfield doesn't want places like this.
Then discover Springfield's sordid little secrets on The Simpsons.
Does your father know you're working here?
Roll on Good Times with 10's Comedy Sunday.
The best part about my game, I definitely say, is the speed. Speed. I've got speed. Crossover, that's my move. I have fast hands. I have fast feet.
Looking for lounges? Looking to save big dollars? Look no further than Design World for one of Sydney's largest ranges of fabric lounges. Fashionable and affordable. You won't find better, and for this month only, save thousands at Design World, number 1 Parramatta Road, Granville.
They say the pure shock to your system would be too much. Oh well, here goes. Wow, cool.
For the latest in mobile phones, check out these deals from Target Digital.
Thanks, Mark. And just look at this. The Nokia 3810 for just $1. Or the Alcatel One Touch Easy for just $1. Or the Motorola StarTAC 70, $1. Or the Ericsson 768 for just $1. Connecting to a OneTel plan that suits you. That's a sensational offer from Target Digitals. So hurry, offer ends this month. Call Target Digitals right now on 13 14 96.
Off-road racing returns to Parramatta Raceway for one night only this Saturday. Be there when your station 2WS presents the Yokohama Australian Stadium Off-Road Championship. Be trackside for bouncing buckies. Here's the Quad Squad and a convoy of Yankee pickup trucks that'll run amok. Plus direct from his sensational US tour, the Kangaroo Kid attempts a 10-car link for the not-so-meek. The 2WS Yokohama Australian Off-Road Championship. 7 o'clock this Saturday night at Parramatta Raceway. Be there.
Time now for the Spalding ball handling performance of the week. Check out this crossover move by the Clippers' Lamond Murray.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a slam dunk by Lamond Murray. And Matt Bullard must have a kink in his neck after that one. Oh, me, oh, my.
After their win over the Denver Nuggets, the Blazers would beat the Warriors for their 5th straight victory. With their winning streak, Portland's in 4th place, 8 games behind the Pacific Division leading Seattle Sonics. The Lakers are in 2nd place, followed by the Suns, the Kings, the Clippers, and Warriors, who round out the division. Now we take you back into the action in the Midwest Division. beginning with the exciting Mavericks-Pacers matchup. The Mavericks travel to Indiana to challenge the Pacers and all-star Reggie Miller. But early on, it was Dallas's Michael Finley who was playing like the all-star.
Here comes Finley down the middle. What a shot by Michael Finley. Intercepted by Finley. Dallas bringing it back. They hit Strickland. He'll get the reverse layup.
Indiana would respond by building a 10-point halftime lead.
Out to Reg. Numbers on the break. 3-on-1. Davis fills the lane. So it's called an easy layup.
But Indiana couldn't seal the win as Sean Bradley's layup tied the game.
And the rebound by Bradley, and he scored!
This Reggie Miller miss sent the game into overtime.
The floater off the mark, overtime.
And in OT, Finley was a key contributor.
They go again and tomahawks it.
Reggie missed for a second time, sending the game to a second overtime, where Michael Finley helped Dallas finally win it.
And then he comes into Finley, over McKee. Yes, the Mavericks win!
In L.A., two of the league's premier big men, Shaquille O'Neal and Hakeem Olajuwon, did battle.
Here's O'Neal.
But with Shaq and the Dream getting all of the attention in the paint, Kobe Bryant stepped off the Lakers bench and took center stage for himself.
Here's Van Exel to Bryant.
But Kobe wasn't the only reserve to make some noise. Charles Barkley also dominated off Houston's bench.
Barkley trying to get in, and he does.
This thrilling contest went back and forth, as late in the game, each team made clutch shot after clutch shot.
Jones, blocked by Hakeem, follow shot, Shaq.
But Sir Charles had the final word.
Ball away, good! Barkley has been the man today.
I want to get the last possible shot. I got a great shot, and I felt good about my shot all day today. But I'm just glad we won. Just let people know we're still alive.
After a win over the L.A. Clippers, the Houston Rockets are now on a 2-game winning streak and are in 4th place in the Midwest Division. The Utah Jazz, who've won 5 straight games, are in 1st place, while the San Antonio Spurs are in 2nd, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are in 3rd. The Vancouver Grizzlies are in 5th place, followed by the Dallas Mavericks and Denver Nuggets. Now it's time for Hot Shots, where we highlight the best performances of the week. The Wizards faced the Golden State Warriors without their 2 top scorers. That forced visiting Washington to turn to Tracy Murray and their lightning-quick point guard, Rod Strickland.
And incredible shot!
Strickland scored early and often, giving Washington an early 10-point lead.
And gets another 2 as he throws Dampier.
And when he wasn't scoring, Rod was passing to Murray.
Rod Strickland into the front court. Down low, Tracy Murray, and they're clicking as he dunks it home.
Yes, Strickland and Murray played brilliantly as they took complete charge of the Wizards' attack.
It's a race between Tracy Murray and Dickie Simpkins. Murray behind the back.
I'm aware of what Tracy can do, and I knew with what we had, he had to be a big option. And, I told him throughout the game, if you're a little bit open, shoot it.
And that's exactly what Tracy did.
Here's Tracy Murray, steps back for the 3, dropped it in.
In the first half, Murray scored 29 points, already his season high.
Murray, fade away. Oh, what a shot. And he's hot.
In the 4th, Tracy really took over, scoring 17 points.
Murray will try a rainbow. Unbelievable 2-point field goal.
It was just one of those nights when Murray couldn't miss.
Murray fade away. 49 for Tracy Murray.
A chance for the half-century mark. Murray.
And there it is. 50 points for Tracy Murray. Hugs from everyone and a standing ovation from the fans in Oakland.
I'm going out there trying to get a win. Shots are open. The guys are telling me to shoot it. So if there were any daylight, I'd put it up there.
Tracy Murray finished the game with 50 points, the most by any NBA player this season. Strick had a triple-double, including a career-high 20 assists and 12 rebounds. The Washington Wizards' Rod Strickland leads the league in assists with nearly 11 a game. He's followed by John Stockton of the Utah Jazz, Gary Payton of the Seattle Sonics, Jason Kidd of the Phoenix Suns, and Mark Jackson of the Indiana Pacers.
In a time of chivalry and in an age of heroes, a legend was born.
I never believed in anything before. I do believe in Camelot.
I command you now to fight! I am the Lord Arthur.
Your life is your own.
I give it to you.
Sean Connery.
You leave me nothing! Nothing!
Julia Ormond.
What justice? You know no law higher than yourself.
And Richard Gere.
Tell me you don't love me.
For the first time on network television. First night premieres 8:30 Sunday on Channel 10.
Walk away!
A simple plan.
We just want the money!
An instant fortune.
You took the money, didn't you? Yeah, I hid it in the cemetery.
What the hell is that?
Just.
That's very bad.
Damn, son, you gotta go. What do we do now?
Just drive around until we run out of gas.
They say the pure shock to your system would be too much. Well, here goes. Wow, cool.
Cool.
Yes.
Like golf, the world of finance can present some interesting challenges. So stay on course and negotiate the traps with a pro.
How about that? Hey!
ANZ, the Bank of the Year.
Off-road racing returns to Parramatta Raceway for one night only this Saturday. Be there when your station 2WS presents the Yokohama Australian Stadium Off-Road Championship. Be trackside for bouncing buckies. There's the Quad Squad and a convoy of Yankee pickup trucks that'll run amok. Plus, direct from his sensational US tour, the Kangaroo Kid attempts a 10-car link for the not-so-meek. The 2WS Yokohama Australian Off-Road Championship, 7 o'clock this Saturday night at Parramatta Raceway. Be there.
Welcome back to NBA action. Now, a look at two thrilling finishes between the Phoenix Suns and Portland Trail Blazers in overtime. When the two teams met earlier this season, it was Portland who jumped out to a quick start. Still, they couldn't shake the Suns.
Nice. And tipped at the buzzer by Danny Manning.
The Suns then took control, but Portland kept it close thanks to some clutch long-range shooting.
Ryder deep again.
Oh, he's got another one.
And then the big fella, Arvydas Sabonis, would supply the biggest shot, the one that would send the game into overtime.
Sabonis with 2.7 seconds ties the game.
The teams battled into the night. This seesaw affair went back and forth through overtime after overtime. Neither team was able to put the game out of reach. Then, finally, in the fourth overtime, the Suns would pull out the hard-fought victory.
And the Blazers lose by one in 4 overtimes.
What a game the first time these two met. 4 overtimes, the 11th 4-overtime game in NBA history, the longest game in Suns franchise history.
When the two teams met again, Phoenix was hoping for a similar result. And Clifford Robinson got them going in the first half.
I tell you, Clifford Robinson is playing a heck of a first half.
Portland chipped away at the Suns' lead and eventually took a 10-point lead of their own late in the fourth quarter.
Pass good to O'Neal.
In their previous battle, it was the Trailblazers who made a late run. This time, Phoenix tried to return the favor.
Nash outside, Clifford Robinson a 3. He hit it!
Portland was able to hold the Suns off as they escaped with a tough 6-point win.
Portland has marched in to Phoenix and have won their 4th straight game here at America West Arena.
Now, we enter another basketball dimension and check out some of the week's best plays in the highlight zone. Yeah, we're going to get down in this week's zone. So don't just lie around. Go out and go for it. Even if you come up, well, just a little bit short.
Missed dunk by the big guy.
All right, maybe that one didn't work, but check out these great jabs.
He was there as the pass was
Curry.
Whoa! Runs with Thomas. There it is. Tippy to finish.
And Derek trying to take over.
Oh, man.
Where did he come from, Chad? And back to Mercer.
We hear you, Sir Charles. You want some great passes, huh? Well, we got 'em.
Has to read. Fights at the fire wing.
Quick right drive, left, flip pass over the shoulder, picked off by Stockton. To Russell, drive, down the middle of Shannon, hammered in. Rebound, Manning, the case!
Geiger, the cut and the finish, and the face of Ratliff that time.
Hey, Jason, better pay attention. Otherwise, you might get stuffed. Just like these guys did.
Back to E.J. Block. Reed got it all. Good spot for Bradley. Net at the top by Ratliff.
He drives down the middle to Wallace. Blocked by Robinson.
What a block by Antonio Dice.
Sorry, it's almost time to leave the zone. But before we go, here's some of the week's more memorable plays, starting with Kevin Garnett.
Oh, baby, what a play!
The tumble from the heart of the lane.
Yes!
And a foul.
Robinson with a rebound, and then Kenny Anderson gets it away from him. They go after the loop ball, and Nash saves it somehow to hot run. Heads up play. Nash shoots it, hits the three.
Does he come in ready to play?
Oh.
How far would you go to get a baby to sleep?
Movement. We've just got to keep her moving.
Yeah.
For the rest of our lives.
Can you keep this baby rolling?
It's Speed Baby.
Very nicely done. I'll go back later and pick up my liver.
On Mad About You, 7:30 Tuesday.
Want to know what the future holds for you? Call the Psychic Sphere now for a live tarot reading on 1902-210-373 or a psychic reading on 1902-210-374. Gain insight into your future for money and fortune, love, romance and marriage, career changes, family matters, or advice in any areas of your life. Call 24 hours a day for a tarot reading or psychic reading. There's no time like now to know what's in store for your future. The Psychic Sphere.
Más de uno, sí. Busque rápido, encuéntralo. Refuerzos, manda refuerzos, sí. Sí. Está maldito. Vamos todos. ¿Dónde están? ¿A dónde fueron? Busque rápido.
Looking for loungers? Looking to save big dollars? Look no further than Design World for one of Sydney's largest ranges of leather loungers. You won't find better, and for this month only, save thousands. Plus, ask about our free design service at Design World, number 1 Parramatta Road, Granville.
Stomp, the international smash hit direct from the UK, comes to the Capitol Theatre. Stomp has critics raving and audiences shouting for more. Stomp. See what all the noise is about. Book at Ticketek.
Tuesday.
I'm gonna expose you.
Hard hitting.
That's blackmail.
Straight down the line.
I told him that it was his baby.
You need professional help. Do you know that?
The one show that doesn't pull its punches.
Ah, Mr. Mel Slut himself.
All new Melrose Place, 9:30 Tuesday.
Now, we check in on one of the league's fastest rising stars, who's making a sudden impact in Denver. Though it's been a tough first half of the season in Denver, the Nuggets have found their diamond in the rough.
Marker. Hi, my name is Bobby Jackson, and I play guard for the Denver Nuggets.
Jackson leads a 3-on-4. Bobby, beautiful crossover. Jackson crossover off the glass. Well done. Oh, what a pretty move. Bobby Jackson fade away from 18. Nothing but the bottom. He sure doesn't play like a rookie in the NBA, does he?
As a senior at the University of Minnesota, Bobby Jackson was named Big Ten Player of the Year. And after leading his team to their first Final Four appearance, many were surprised to see him drafted so low by Seattle with a 23rd pick in the draft. Still, Bobby was thrilled just to have been selected.
Just hearing my name announced and shaking David Stern's hand and walking across the stage, that really, that was what I wanted to accomplish. I had been drafted, but now I had to go prove to the coaches that I could play in the NBA.
A draft day trade brought Bobby to the Denver Nuggets. And though it was a far cry from his winning days at Minnesota, Bobby was given the opportunity to be the team's starting point guard.
Jackson, Daniels in front of him though, behind the back move, and then feeds it over to Ellis for the jam, and it's good.
I do everything when I'm out there on the court, I just go out and score if I have to.
4 on 3, Bobby Jackson all the way. Oh, what a beautiful move.
Play defense if I have to.
Bobby Jackson had a steal, a layup, and a foul.
I do everything.
And it was his all-around skills that earned him a spot in this season's Schick Rookie Game. There, Bobby showed the world his fine offensive game, shooting 7 of 14 from the field. He also showcased his trademark tough defense and his flair for the dramatics while displaying incredible athleticism.
Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to play in a Rookie All-Star game. And I'm just here to have fun and just make the best of it.
And Bobby Jackson did just that, leading the West with 15 points and 7 assists, showing the world what's in store for years to come.
That's all I want to be remembered as after the game's over. The kid that played really hard when he was in there and did everything to help his team win.
All right, now it's time for the top 10 plays of the week in our courtside countdown. Starting off at number 10, it's Clyde Drexler of the Houston Rockets.
Oh, yes.
Well, look at that. Kevin Willis. They are having a good time.
At number 9, it's Bulls forward Scottie Pippen.
Pippen forces it and makes the three. And if you're Alvin Gentry, you have to say to yourself, and he's just smiling and shaking his head, maybe not today.
Coming in at number 8, it's Golden State guard Tony Delk.
Oh, it went in. Did it count?
Yeah, it counts.
Wow. That was from midcourt.
At number 7, it's the Bulls' Michael Air Jordan.
Gets by Smith. In on the ball by Jordan. Michael down the baseline. Saw the tumble. Turned 180 degrees and put it down over his head.
At 6, it's this fast break by the Indiana Pacers.
The rebound by Indiana behind the Smith, and what a pass to Dale Davis. Holy cow! From Jackson to Rick to Double D.
Checking in at number 5 is the San Antonio Spurs' Tim Duncan.
What a block by Duncan. They got him again. Hot Rod got blocked 3 times in a row.
Fantastic. Oh, man, Tim Duncan. Oh, goodness, 3 blocks in a row. What timing.
At number 4, it's Seattle Sonic Ben Baker.
Baker from the backcourt. He threw it in for 3. I don't believe that, Stu.
At number 3, here's another Spur, Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson, what a sequence again.
Goodness.
He did it to end the half, and now he does it here in the 3rd quarter.
Coming in at number 2, it's the T-Wolves' Doug West.
Tracked down by Mitchell. A 3-on-2, the lead from Barstow, throw it down in the crowd.
This is just a terrific play.
And the number 1 play of the week, here again is MJ.
Jordan on the move, up and under reverse.
He is just amazing.
Remember, you can send your questions and comments to us at the league's official website, NBA.com. I'm Jim Fagan for NBA Action. See you next week.